So you're doing good. It's raining in Oakland. I kind of feel like every time I went to San Francisco, it was raining. So I don't feel
Oh
like
yeah, over there it's raining all the time.
so it's like it's sunny. Sunny. It's always sunny in Oakland. Is that the name of the show? Or
It's always sunny in Oakland.
it's
Yeah,
always sunny in Oakland.
yeah.
Nothing like
Our heat
that.
waves are 80 degrees.
Oakland sun. Ah,
Yeah.
that's nice. Oh, I didn't move my mic. Let me get a little bit better there on the microphone. All right, awesome. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I got 10 extra projects dropped in my lap. I got to be at work at 4:30 in the morning for the next month, so not super excited about all that. But other than that, things are good. It is Michigan fall. Weather is completely gorgeous. There is nothing to complain about if you live in Michigan right now. Salmon are running. All
It's
is
this.
good.
It's the center of wrestling podcast too.
That's right. This is the epicenter wrestling podcast. I mean, I feel like people move to Grand Rapids, Michigan to start wrestling podcasts potentially. We
But
got
we
it.
are the top wrestling podcast in Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. We're not quite there in Michigan yet, but we endeavor to persevere. Super exciting week though, right? We've got a little bit of RAF news to catch up on, and then we also have Worlds. Kind of a big
Yeah.
deal, right? Live on Flow. So that's awesome. So I'm yeah, lots to talk about. Ran some simulations, did some AI work, so we'll go through that, figure out who's going to win all this, and but let's go ahead and jump in. So, Worlds is definitely the biggest thing of the week, in my opinion. Though there was a little bit of RAF news, we'll touch on that. Uh, did you get your copy written? Got any promo work for us, Roy? Or you?
We're doing that here.
Well, I don't know. All right. Well, actually, let's go
All right.
ahead and. You want to
Let's
do
do it
it?
at the end.
Okay.
Let's do it at the end.
Nice. All right. So, quote of the week, and actually, this is unattributed. This is a Russian. Oh man, let me transition over here. Dang it. All right. Remember to do that. So, quote of the week: Russian coach.
Yeah.
Strength without technique is like fortress with no gate. What do we
So
think?
would technique without strength is a gate with no fortress. I think something is lost in the translation here,
Yeah.
but it does touch my heart because I think that when I was a wrestler, I just had this mentality of like I never want to lose in the third period. So I did a lot of running, and I
Mm-hmm.
think if I took like all those hours of running and put it into technique, I might have done a little better at wrestling. You
Right.
know,
Yeah. I
but I never lost in the third period. I do have that.
the so is there a third pillar? Like is strength and conditioning the same, or is like conditioning like a third pillar here that isn't being called out? So I feel like um certainly the a lot of the Europeans and the Russians have a lot of technique. You see that in like U20,
Yeah,
and they get gassed out and like things like that in the matches. The younger guys and the American guys who are doing folk style just kind of just run them down and
right.
take them out, right? And like you say, is that the key to success on the senior level, right? Is to focus on strength and conditioning, or would wrestlers be better served with technique? I feel like it is interesting. You hear like guys like Bo Nickel and stuff in podcasts, and he talks about um, getting to Penn State and like basically being amazed at how much like the guys could lift. Like, cause he, like he was always very much a technique guy, right? And
Right.
so definitely, um, yeah, I think technique probably wins, right? I mean, everyone talks about how strong like DeSanto is and how they're bruised up and how his grip's so incredible and your arms are just like shredded by him. But like most of those guys beat him, you know, if you're just talking
Mm-hmm.
about results on the mat. So, um, yeah, for sure.
Is that
Obviously,
is that that's partly technique? You know, the whole concept of technique is interesting because there's like moves and situations and what's the right like call to make. But there's also match strategy,
right.
which is like, is that technique?
Is
Because
that
with
it?
you brought up DeSanto, and I also think of Derringer, and those are like just two people that you don't let them grab your tricep because if you do, you're screwed.
Right.
So, is keeping your arm like tight to your side a technique,
Mm-hmm.
or is that just like strategy? You know,
Right.
but definitely having a plan. I mean, modern wrestling. If you're not studying film, you're toast, man.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that person knows the way you're gonna step if you aren't like thinking about these things.
Mm-hmm. Russian coach like to keep simple. What we need here is to you to practice more.
Right.
Don't tell me you're strong. Everyone's strong.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I think you do like. I mean, you really see a lot of dominance at like cadets and U20 and things like that related to just physicality,
Yeah.
conditioning, and things like that with the American wrestlers because like folk style is such a grind, such a different type of thing, you know.
But it doesn't. You know, it's interesting. It doesn't translate to Greco, which is even more of a grind. I mean, that's just like running your head against the wall for like 6 minutes.
I
It's,
I, I feel like
that's like all the technique is gone. Like that is just grind.
I feel like
I'm sorry. There's some technique to Greco, but
on some level I feel like that's like a mental grind though. You know what I mean?
well, that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
It's like, oh, we're gonna back in the same position and like, oh.
I'm pulling on your head again.
Mhm. All right.
All right.
Well, good,
Yeah.
interesting stuff. I enjoy insights of the Russian coaches. Guess opportunities are still available here at the QuadR. Inbox is not being flooded for sure, but I think once we get into, I'm gonna start reaching out. Once we start getting into like season previews, NCAA, and
Yeah. Yeah.
things like that, reach out to some of the more knowledgeable and uh, bigger fans out there. Maybe a little single, maybe a little Cornell Kevin, stuff like that. So maybe get Mattness on there, talk a little bit about things. But you can always get a hold of Roy underscore Nyberg, Ralph D. Nyberg for me, or just quadrarpodcast at gmail.com. We start prep at about 11. As you can see, we're highly organized. Maybe if we start at 7:45, we can do a little sound check and not blow up the system every time when we start. But I think I can figure that one out. But yeah, and again, man, we're always willing to take in ideas and talk about what you guys like to talk about. So for sure, you get a little bit of a run of the show, as long as you don't go crazy. All right, so Raph had an announcement, right?
Yeah.
We had a couple announcements. We had an announcement that like the next announcement is going to be super cool, but we also did get a date, which is slick. So November 8th, exclusively on Fox Nation, Raph 2 is going to make another run at things. That's it in the Lions Den, right? Penn State
Yep.
University, Rec Hall. It was interesting. I got online and talked to some of the Penn State sort of semi-affiliated Twitter folks. They're like, oh, there's a top 25 football game that week. I'm like, what do hotels look like? Well, let me show you. So I got online and I'm like, oh, let me see here. And so $807 a night, $854 a night, $759 a night. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because like it was like well, I mean, I thought about like freelance media and like friends and family and stuff like that, and everyone's like get an Airbnb, but like I kind of enjoy staying somewhere where I have like you know diamond status, and I can like change rooms or get my upgrades and like all of that. So what was interesting is like Harrisburg is like an hour and a half away, so it's not ultimately convenient, but that was cheaper than like anywhere else I've ever like for points. Like the amount of
Hmm.
points it made me almost wonder like if these places like how nice are they? Because it was like, so like the range of the Penn State football faithful, you know, they're not willing to drive an hour and a half either before or after whenever on game day for lodging, right. You know, because it didn't expand that far out, which is like, but anyway, I'll figure it out.
Well, if anybody's got a spare room, they should just like register on Airbnb and charge 500, you know.
Yeah, right. So if you're in the area, right, you got your Airbnbs flooding the place, so that's true. You could do that. Yeah, that's what they said online. So you can find an Airbnb, but like, we'll see. I won't be sleeping in my car.
I was just gonna suggest that.
That much I know.
Get like a QuadR like magnet to put on the side of your car. So this is
right.
Like I'm a media person. This is how I roll. I sleep in my car.
Or I could bring my van and then like coordinate and like just shuttle people to and fro. Who knows? But anyway, if you are planning on going to RAF too, then be aware that you may have to get a little bit creative with your lodging in order to do that. But it should be a cool event. I mean, I've never been to Rec Hall, so I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna figure out a way, and I'm gonna go. So, looking forward to covering that event. But they haven't announced any real big matches yet or anything, so there's not a huge like announcement per se, except that the announcement's going to be huge. So they have announced the hugeness of the announcement once the announcement does in fact get here. So, all right, but that's it. Since we don't know who's wrestling, not much more to talk about with RAF at this moment. But this is
clear your schedule. That's all.
Yeah, this is Worlds Week, which is obviously one of the super fun and exciting weeks of the year. And one of the things we always like talk about is who's going to make it.
Right.
Sometimes it's injuries. In this case, it's visas. But Sedgwick, 8-time champion, is not going to be there, and that is disappointing. I felt that he looked really good against Taylor.
Yeah.
And so it looked like his health was in the right spot, and it was going to be. I mean, it's always fun to watch him wrestle. We don't get to see him wrestle enough, so.
Yeah, and didn't they have like a special wrestle off just to like justify his spot on the team, and then he's not going anyway?
Yeah, so I heard, and like it's the internet, so obviously everything's true.
Right.
But like that he had tried to get into a country using a visa from another country, and that
like not Russian, you mean?
Yeah, not Russian, right?
Okay.
So he presented his Jamaican passport, and that got him like a 56-month ban from the EU. Ooh. Yeah, right. I mean, how many fraudulent passports pass through airports every day in the EU?
Right.
Like, so anyway, that's kind of sad for the wrestling world, but like, yeah. I guess it was not completely unexpected, you know. So anyway, there's that. I don't know if anybody else. Sidikoff had not received his voucher. I saw today yet, but he's supposed to get it like in the morning or something.
Yeah, everything I've seen is he's there. He's one of the non-US wrestlers I'm most excited to watch.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since he's been to an event like this.
Oh, he beat Dake a couple years ago.
Wasn't that more than a couple years ago?
No, I don't think so.
I thought that was pre-Tokyo Olympics.
Pre-Olympics, not pre-Tokyo, pre-Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty recently. All right. Okay. So those who don't know, got this from the king of Twitter X graphics, Justin Bash. But so 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. So you're in that dilemma being out in California, right? So you're at like 1:30. Yeah. Like, do I stay up? Do I catch? Yeah. Like that's, and then 1 p.m. Eastern time Saturday. That's cool. So if you're available, do a Zoom or something. I think Dad's interested in watching QuadR put the band back
Yeah,
together, watch on Zoom if people are available. So that'll be cool.
I'm in for Saturday.
And 4:30 Sunday. So basically 4:30, 10:30 Sunday morning for some semifinals, noon. So I'm getting ready to hear a lot of like, wrestling's still on? That lawn ain't gonna mow itself, bro. And then going into Monday, again 4:30, 10 a.m. And well, I guess the one advantage of me having to be at work at 4:30 on Monday is I get to watch wrestling when I get there. Get everybody squared away, and then I can kick back and watch some wrestling. I guess that is the upside to that. So awesome. And then there's other stuff too. So, and then I don't know, like what I guess my preference is that they lead with like men's freestyle. It's the thing I'm the most interested in, and like to have it on the weekends makes it the most convenient, right?
Right.
But so I guess doesn't matter to me like what they start with as long as men's freestyles on the weekend. It's all good.
Right.
But yeah, that should be cool. Lots of wrestling to watch. All right, so we got an over-under pick'em going on. Nice. This will be our weekly wager. I use a little AI here, made certain adjustments, but give you an idea here on what we've got going on. Let's see here. Bigger. And so, Team USA final placement, no UWW. Russians can't win. They're not allowed. They're not a real team. I just didn't want that discrepancy being there. So, USA, are they winning or not? 5.5 on the medal count. That seems to be about what people are predicting, 5 or 6 medals. That's probably a good number there. Iran, final placement, 1.5. So, probably don't want to go the under on both of those. Right? Same medal count. Japan, 4.5 on the placement. This is all based off of like AI simulations, 3.5 medals. And then got the, I got to put in an email address.
So just to be clear, the Russian wrestlers are going to be like under that like
UWW.
like UN flag or whatever that weird thing that they have them doing. AIN.
Yeah, AIN or something. My understanding.
Yeah. And there won't be any team score for them. So that if they win, it just won't be recorded as a win.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't think they put their point total up. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like they're not listed as like they would have won. It's like they just aren't on the list, right? So
these are like just to clarify, these are official results. Like on the pick'em.
What do you mean?
You're going off the official UWW published like results.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. So got Spencer Lee, Rio Woods, got the entire team, and then so there's some of the Iranians, some of the USA. One thing I thought that was really it had Gassimport at like 5.5, like not even taking fifth. I thought that was a little sketch, but I left it out there.
Okay.
But so anyway, test yourself against the AI. Oh, jeez.
And against me.
Yeah, right.
I tied for first last time.
That's right. Roy is the human AI, for those of you who are not aware. He is.
I'm wearing my AI shirt today.
So next thing, join in. I've posted the link already. I guess I could drop it in the chat here. Look at me, I'm a computer guy. Multiple chats here, 17 screens in front of me. Keeping track of my stocks as I go and like whatnot. All right. So I decided to run some simulations here. I used Grok for these simulations. Let's get an idea. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'll go full screen on the Vizio here. We'll transition, fortunately. So Roy's not on camera, so you've got full nose picking privileges currently. All right. So first one, this simulation was the first one I ran, and I don't even kind of remember fully like what I fed it for parameters.
Okay.
But I basically said, go find rankings, go search the web, and figure out, run 10 simulations at each weight. I did have the participant list. And so what I did is I took the participant list, I said seed them, and then randomly draw in everybody else each time you run it. Just kind of
Okay.
get some randomness, right? And so, pretty common theme here, but Spencer Lee, gold in this simulation, Roman Bravo Young, silver,
Ooh.
Balayev, and the Indian Aman taking the bronze. Okay. Goyev is 61, Suda taking the silver from Japan, and then bronze, I'm not even Onishvili and the other in the Indian. Okay. Udit. Amazad is 65, Kayuka, Travanen, and Woods. So Woods sneaking in on the bronze at 65.
Okay.
And then going forward. So let's take a look at. So then I
Yeah.
made a little more details. Let me show you the other ones that are a little more interesting in the sense that like I
What's the
defined.
like summary though? Like how did USA do in that?
Oh, in this one? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me get down to the end here. So I ran 130 points, Russia 195 for USA. Japan coming in at fifth. So they took third. Georgia actually beat Japan.
Well, they would be second in the UWW.
Right. Mm-hmm, right. In the rankings, that would be second.
Yeah.
So USA medals: Woods, Lee, Woods, Carr, Zahid. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think those are pretty reasonable. Okay, so then I got a little bit more fancy, and then I created variables, and inside the variables, I created, some of them have values, and then I applied a level of bias of high, medium, and low.
Or
Okay.
what are the variables?
Around here, can you not see? Oh, you can't see them.
Well, you're sharing. I'm seeing your shared screen through
Okay.
Zoom.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
You can open it up in the. So anyway, I'll go over the variables for Roy here.
Yeah. Just say what they are.
Everybody's a critic, man. I can't. All right. So randomness, and the values for randomness can be ascending or descending by round or flat, and then high, medium, low. USA performance, over, under, par, high, medium, low. Japan performance, UWW, Iran, all over, under, par, high, medium, low. Age, and this was kind of tricky because it has a hard time finding the age, but under 22, 22 to 26, 23 to 26, 27 to 30, above 30, high, medium, low.
Okay.
Head to head values, high, medium, or low bias. International performance, high, medium, or low. World championship performance, high, medium, low. Olympic performance, high, medium, low. Recent performance, rankings, seedings, U20, U23, and national.
Ooh.
Those are the, and then, so this one is the, what I call the USA balls out. Okay. So we gave USA overperformance with a high bias. Okay. So this is USA goes nuts. And UWW par, Iran and Japan underperform. Japan medium, Iran low. The other high was preference for the age group 23 to 26, and then high on world championship, recent performance, and Olympic. And then also U20, which is, again, where the U.S. tends to ball out, right? So what did that come up with? Spencer gold. Okay.
Yeah.
Roman bronze. Jack's bronze.
Ooh.
Bagoyev gold. Well, this is USA balls out, right? So Real Woods bronze. Amazad and Kayuka still couldn't overcome, like,
Yeah.
they have a lot of skill, right? PJ Duke bronze behind Pazanov and Iogi from Japan. Carr silver behind Valiev. Haynes silver
Ooh.
behind Guliev with Cody in bronze there. Sahid gold over Goshen from Turkey. And then Hidley,
Hardly.
bronze, and Schneider, silver,
Mm.
and then Wyatt, bronze.
Oh,
So
the Great
that's
American Hero, even in the
the computer's like, he
AI
yeah,
simulation with every
yeah,
bias
yeah.
of bronze.
Grok's
Okay.
like, he ain't beating Zari. So obviously, 3 golds, 3 silvers, 3 bronze, 9 medals. That's the absolute fallout prediction for USA, and so that puts USA obviously well into first place uh, with that. So this was Japan overperforms, not as much bias, but Japan overperforming with medium bias. The grays on
Mm.
here, I turned off a bunch of things. I did an Iran underperform, head to head high, and then medium for like past results.
Yeah.
And that ended up Spencer Lee still gold. I mean, there's certain things that like Grok just has a lot of faith in the bookends of Spencer and Zari.
Yeah.
Grok believes in Spencer and Zari. Um, and again, even though there's some bias there, and this is Japan overperforms, it didn't get Rin into the medals. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even get him into the top 5, right? So,
Mm.
but still like the Guev, even with a little bit of Japan bias over Suda. Kayuka first, okay. Aogi first. So if Japan's ones, like Japan's horses do well, I mean, there's a potential for 3 golds out there, right?
Right.
Between 61, 65, and 70. And you'll notice that, like, I mean, Real Woods was 5th. This really dropped off the USA. PJ Duke 5th. And I think what it shows is sort of like the brittleness of it, right? That, like, I mean, when you got a guy who's like good enough to get bronze,
Yeah.
I mean, we could walk out of there with 7 medals or 4,
Right.
pretty easily, right? I mean, I feel like Iran has much more like sure things, Amazad and Zare and things like that.
That is all based off past results. I mean, sometimes when you have like a 18-year-old joining the world championships, right? They're not going to have any past senior level results. I mean, they might have a
Right.
junior cadet medal, but and that's rest. You sometimes you do got to beat
Mm-hmm.
the person with a longer resume, or you eventually, if you're going to be a world champion, you have to beat somebody with a bigger resume than you.
Yeah. So this model did have Forrest and Lee medaling, David Carr medaling, Levi. So there's still, I mean, like I said, all these guys are so much on the fence, right? Like
Right.
this next
Well,
one.
I mean, it's just according to like past results, they're
Mm-hmm.
on the fence.
Well, I
And
mean, that's all.
David Carr might go there and like run through the whole bracket.
No, right. Yeah, he might just completely
Uh,
ball out. I hope he does.
yeah,
I mean, that would be. I mean, and there's a good chance. I mean,
that's the way I feel, but
he's
that's
a.
why I'm not AI. I just
Mhm.
go by.
I mean, he's a big stage performer, right?
Yeah,
And like
right.
he gets guys back. If you beat him once, it doesn't mean you're gonna beat him always. So this one was a big stage performance. So basically, in terms of variables, it emphasized high bias for head-to-head World Championship, Olympics, and rankings. And obviously, that's going to hurt the U.S. guys a little bit because 7 of these guys are at their first like World Championship,
Right.
right? And so, so it still went with Spencer Lee. There wasn't anything I could do to like convince Grok that Spencer Lee wasn't going to win, which is cool. I mean, he's a big
Yeah.
favorite. Roman sneaks into a lot of these as a bronze, I think, and I think he's got a good shot. He's looked good, for sure.
You had him at one of them had him at silver, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Aguyev, Suda bronze. This Jack's 5th with this. I mean, obviously because it's pulling from previous, Amazad, winning.
And that's crazy. Isn't 57 kilograms is like 125.5 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
right? and he wrestled 133 in college. Oh,
His bike
that,
completely transformed his body. I mean, it was incredible. Like he looked good, you know. I mean, like
yeah.
you would have never thought that RBY was going to get down to 125, and then he's like, I'm there, and it's like he's just ripped, but like it looks
Did
healthy,
it?
you know. Like
Okay.
you remember when Soriano dropped down,
Yeah.
and like he was like, but he looked ripped. I mean, obviously he looked ripped, but he was like, he did it in a way that like he maintained a lot of that muscle mass and stuff like that. You know, it was like engineered his body well. I mean, same thing with like RBY in my opinion. Like he's like really re-engineered his body to be like, you know, not just cutting a crazy amount of weight. And I'm sure he's still cutting a good deal, but uh I think he's like, yeah. He said he stopped partying,
Okay.
you know.
That'll do it.
Right? That's what he said. Eat a cow, whatever. it's, it's something.
Man, those light guys though, man, 8 pounds. It's just different when you're like
No
130.
doubt.
Ooh.
So anyway, this is I mean it's interesting. The next one I did was USA Still Learning. So this was like this is the downside like USA one, right? Where like I prioritize like I said USA underperforms Japan and the Russian athletes perform as they should. Iran underperforms a little bit, but you know, high on the rankings and uh you know, so this is more of like okay, USA doesn't meet the moment. Not saying it's gonna happen, right? But like what does it look like
For the
there?
sim. For the sim.
It's for the sim. Spencer Lee
Yeah.
still wins.
Okay.
Because that's the deal. Like, I mean, like he is a huge favorite. You know, whatever I did to manipulate it, Spencer and Sari were gonna like come home with the gold. Like, um, but yeah, I mean, it really dropped. So let me kind of go down here to the total medal counts. So,
So AI is not a believer, but is there any part of you that thinks Wyatt beat Gable? He might beat Zare.
me?
Yeah, yeah, you.
No,
You know?
I
I'm
don't
like
know.
50-50.
Are
I'm
you
kind of a
really?
believer. Yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, he
this,
just beat Gable. Not that Gable would automatically beat Zare, but
yeah,
that would that would be a
I
match.
don't think Gabe will beat Sari right now. I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm still like, show
Well,
me.
he's got a stubbed toe right now.
I mean,
That's why he
you
pulled
know,
out of the
like
media.
it's really interesting because guys like, I mean, you look at like these guys who like really improve, you know, like Ian Parker or you know, like Joey Blaze or something, you know, like I mean, like they're there's some guys who just are just getting better, you know, and like I mean, I have this history of just Wyatt getting like dominated by like Kirkfleet and Wyatt
Hmm.
being beaten by Younger Bastida. And these like, I mean, Kirkfleet's huge, but Younger's not big, and like Wyatt's really bulked up, but he's not to me like a huge human like some of these like international heavyweights that are just like massive. And like
Yeah.
you shoot on some of the like these Mongolians or something, like just don't feel like that's gonna work out for you, you know? Like I mean, so he's gonna have to be able to do that push and shove game, you know,
Hmm.
as it goes on, and maybe in the first round. I mean, to be completely honest, and
Yeah, yeah,
like,
he will get a good speed.
is he? I feel like that's a learned thing, right? And like Gable had a slide. I mean, Gable had a lot of like misdirect, like really athletic stuff that he did, where he didn't have
Yeah,
to go underneath guys to score, right? He, you know, slide bys and I mean, just lots of great, incredible
yeah, yeah.
stuff that he had. So I guess until you see it, you know, to me, I'm waiting to see what he does against these like really big heavyweights. You know, Aiden Zilmer. Or like, I mean, I just don't think he's seen enough of that. But he
Yeah.
did. He won U23. You know, I don't know why I'm a doubter. I guess he's done really well. But so anyway, like this is basically, you know, worst case when I plugged it into the simulation, it was, you know, Valencia, Lee, and Schneider. And I mean, I would say that they are for sure the obviously the three most proven commodities, right? I
Yeah.
mean, they've got a lot of international age level and non-age level medals between these guys, right? They've all medaled in men's freestyle. So I guess let's hope for the best. I don't know if we'll ball out and get 9, but a lot of this stuff is like right there. I guess is my point. That like the difference between third and fifth is one exchange, right? The difference between not placing may just be the draw,
Yeah.
right? And like, so yeah, when I posted all these back into Grok and said, summarize for each of these. And when it pulled through and looked at all of them, it did, Spencer gold, but then RBY bronze. So I think there's a good chance there that RBY medals. It's on the fence, but it got Jax the bronze, so that's
Okay.
that's all right.
That would
That'd be cool.
be wild. Yeah.
Real Woods, I think Real Woods got a real solid shot at bronze. So that'd be a banger if we medaled in those first 3. And then PJ Duke. So I don't know. The real tricky thing is that how do you uncook the American bias when you're doing these simulations, right? Because like I mean, you're pulling data from basically American sites, Flow Wrestling, Intermat. I mean, I tried to find foreign sites, say, hey, go here, but the mat, everything is like, so when it's able to find a lot more information, related to the U.S. wrestlers than it is the others. But what I'm most excited for is being able to run simulations after we have results. Because right now we don't have we don't even know what the brackets are, right? I mean, we know like the seeds, and then beyond that, nothing. So if you after you have results, you run simulation, and then you say which variables came close to matching the actual results, right? And then going forward, my predictive models will be much better for all you nerds out there.
Sure, but I guess what I was hearing though is weren't a lot of the variables just like, is this country gonna like get hot? Like, is that?
There was some of that.
It's
Right.
Yeah, and then there was the age. The age is definitely like totally a one, and then the past results.
Yeah. Well, see,
and then
to counter your argument, what I'm trying to capture with overperform and underperform is I'm trying to figure out how to eliminate ranking bias.
okay.
You get what I'm saying? That like, okay, it's like people always say Missouri gets better seeds than they perform to, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I would say for sure that the USA probably, because all the ranking sites are from the US, there's probably some US bias there. So by doing that under overperform, you can try and eliminate some of that bias that's out there. That's my theory. All right. High low. You ready, record keeper?
Oh.
Man. That's crazy. Give me 1 minute. I'll be 2 seconds.
You need a minute? All right. We'll see if that bias thing turns out. Because I think that variables like age and prior results are the
All right,
legit.
I'm back.
You're back? I was just throwing shade on your variables still.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm ready for high-low.
Okay.
I didn't say anything. We'll see how it goes.
It's all recorded, man.
Yeah, you can watch it later.
I
just didn't need to repeat it.
I got you. 149. Oh, we gotta like. You want? Are you green or red?
Oh, I'll be green.
Green. You will get first choice, maybe, or I will.
Yeah, you gotta flip it.
All
right, you get first choice.
I get first choice. So, as you're unfamiliar with high-low, we look at all the upcoming weight classes using Flow Wrestling's rankings, and we pick the highest seed or the highest ranked wrestler, highest being by number, who will AA, and then the lowest ranked or highest ranked, depending on how you want to look at it, who will in fact not. So let me see. Okay, I am going with Casey Swiderski to not AA is my first choice. So it's a snake draft. So you can now pick your 2, and then I'll come back.
All right. You're going to hate me for this.
Well, don't do it.
But I'm going to go with Lachlan McNeil.
Oh, you're crazy, bro.
Not AA.
I mean,
I'm crazy. We'll see.
He's going to get hurt, huh? Or like
all kinds of stuff that can happen.
Is he at Worlds? I mean, he's Canadian. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, he's on the Canadian team. I don't know if Canadian team.
Yeah, they must go to Worlds. Well, he might not be the rep, right? I mean, I guess.
Not every country can go to Worlds. You have to qualify your spot
for Worlds. I mean, Olympics, yeah, but I mean, they let everybody in Worlds. All right, now you got to give me the.
All right, I'll go with the alma mater, Cross Wozlewski.
Ah, nice. All right. I'm gonna say working out with James Green and Brock Hardy and all those great middleweights over there at Nebraska are gonna bring Chance Lamer into the All-American fold. I figured out the scoring on this. 0 points if it doesn't hit, but the rank -9 or rank -8 per point
for
total.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then invert it the other way. So 9 minus the rank for the other one.
Yeah.
And then we'll add it up. But not live.
Yeah.
But we're keeping a tally. I did make a spreadsheet. I don't know if you saw it. So you can add the information into the digital format as well.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys think out there? What do you think of the weight class? Oh, we're supposed to give our favorite and our champion also.
Oh, okay.
All right. So who are you most looking forward to watching wrestle?
Ooh. Man. I gotta say, I always watch Anthony Anchimendia's matches.
All right. I'm gonna go with
not picking him to win. But
no, right. Okay, that's a good pick. I'll go with Cannon Webster.
Really?
He seems to be getting better. I don't know. Going up a weight class.
I last year at I forget if it was Big Tens or NCAA, but I had him on one of my fantasy teams and
he beat Van Ness. He balled out at Big Tens. Yeah. Cool. All right, who's gonna win?
I'll go with Caleb. I know.
Yeah, I don't even think. I'm gonna go with Caleb also because it's hard to imagine he's done it.
He's done it,
and I thought about Lachlan McNeil. The ultimate.
Don't let me talk you out of that.
Disparity. No.
Jordan Williams is kind of it's not my favorite to watch. He's not my pick to win, but he's a very interesting storyline in this.
No, Ethan Styles is so he's at Nebraska, then Oregon State. Didn't want to get rid of all his OSU gear, so he transferred to Ohio State.
Right.
I just need to paint it red.
I've got this tattoo.
Yeah, right.
So I've got 3 schools.
Can you just color this back in scarlet? Cover up the orange. So I mean, yeah, he moves a lot, but he's a good wrestler. Fun to watch
Yeah.
too. I like him. It's not the deepest class though, right? I mean, some of these you can go down to like 15 and like or deeper and say, yeah, there's some potential All Americans there, but like
Yeah.
I'm looking deep out and like mm,
Uh, yeah, I
mm.
mean, it's hard to know. I'm not familiar, honestly, with like some of the people. If there's a guy from Campbell, that would be cool.
Yeah, right. You got
But you
CMU
never
guy.
know. I mean, there's always people that like their first great year is like going to be this year,
Mm-hmm.
and so they wouldn't be on your radar yet.
Yeah, well, cool. All right, locked in. You are now locked in. You cannot change your picks.
Okay.
All right, upcoming dates. We already talked about this. So Worlds, uh, starting
This weekend.
Saturday, moving all through next week. But yeah, early in the morning on Saturday. But then it's I don't know, like 10:30 noon. I feel like the timing's okay.
Yeah, could be worse. Has been worse in the past.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so weekly wager. Um, I did make this nice little thing here. So here we are. We got a lot of TBD. We got medals. I got the under on 5.5, so I'm predicting 5 medals for the U.S. This week we'll just do the pick'em contest.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be easy for the weekly wager. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff TBD. I think your AJ wrestles for UNC's pretty. Feel pretty locked in that I'm gonna win that one, as it were. But
Yeah,
you'll
you can do
notice
that.
down here at the bottom, there's a
Yeah.
little tab that says high low. That's where you can like fill in the information you're writing down.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
Tab is open. I will leave it open until I have
Until you have completed all
resolved.
work. I think we have to go back and pick a favorite at 125. I think we added that later in a
Yeah,
champion.
we
So
added that later.
you can review and then let us know what needs to happen. All right, but yeah, join the contest. Over under pick 'em. Have some fun. Bets the social. Didn't have a ton out there this week, but we like to do merch drops. So Caden Henshaw here. He's a popular guy. So we pulled
Mm-hmm.
up to like RAF at the same time, and then I sat with him, and this kid's running up all the time. Can I have an autograph? Can we take a picture? And like, he's a very uh well, he
Nice.
helped everyone, right? Or he didn't turn anyone away. So I don't know. What do we think?
Yeah, I don't know.
One,
I've mixed feelings about the werewolf.
yeah.
I kind of like the angel wrestling the.
So
Well,
that
what is that?
is that a
Is that like
park
an archangel?
like a Parkside Bear? I don't know. Is that a Parkside reference? I don't know. Not
Yeah, I mean maybe if that's like for your team, that's good.
always pursuing greatness, and then it's a half human, half animal.
Yeah, but it looks like kind of like a cute bear, but with zombie eyes. I don't know.
It was a nice, it was a nice bear until it got bit, and then everything went downhill from there. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go maybe like a. We'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah,
That may be a little generous. I like the Hayden Henshaw, like the simple, clean graphics. That one,
yeah.
I can do that. But that's like a Satan angel thing or something. All right. So congratulations to Amita Lore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant. That's pretty awesome. They haven't announced the gender yet, but good for her. I wonder how much that affected her sort of lackluster performance at Final X. Was that or was it no?
No, she pulled
No,
out,
pulled
right?
out of Final X, but competed at the Open, right? Yeah, against Skylar Grote and like had those pretty like close matches, but interesting. I think it. Yeah, congratulations. This is
Yeah.
awesome. No, I mean, based on former
She-
wrestlers, she probably has time to get back locked in for the Olympics, right?
Yeah, she's with Mika Galval, right?
Right.
The
Mm-hmm.
BJJ star.
Right. So, kid will probably be a really good athlete and also pretty short.
Probably.
Odds are. I saw this. This was since 2021 the lowest seeds from that had AA
Yeah.
and the Cardinal. It's a little bit of a curse. I mean, in the sense that like it really raises the expectations of these guys, you know, like in the following years, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, he AA last year. I'm gonna pick him up.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
Remember Kyle Cannell? He took third. He beat
oh,
who was that Ohio State guy? He's really good. He was like number 2 on the senior thing too. Why Anyway,
yeah,
he took third for Kent State, and then he ended up transferring to Penn State, and Penn State sent him to like one open, I think, and they were like,
yeah, right.
no.
No. So Von Bar, Minnesota. I mean, some of these. So it's interesting. I didn't do the research. So like, I mean, was like, yeah, really 25th, or was he just like hurt?
Yeah, that
You know
year
what I
he was
mean?
hurt.
Like
He
it could be
lost a
like
match.
some of
Yeah,
these guys could have like an injury, so they're like, like 6-2, so they get like a bad seed, or that
yeah,
kind of thing. So, I mean, it's not necessarily without some research the fairest list and things like that. But,
right.
um,
Somebody published a similar list of but it was finalists.
mhm.
And I think the year that Carter Strachey was like a 9 seed. Like
Oh right,
he,
yeah, I
he
saw that one. Right,
yeah, he represented the lowest seed in the finals, like the returning champion.
right, the returning two-time champion
Yeah,
or whatever, three-time champion. Yeah. So yeah,
whatever he was.
there is a element of like, what are we really talking about here with this? Um, but I mean, sometimes these are guys that just are growing. Like
Yeah,
Von Bar, like I felt like just like just grew a lot that
yeah,
whole year and like balled out and did well the next year. And sometimes guys just ball out, like that's kind of fun, also. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. What do we got here? NLWC curse.
Oh yeah. Somebody pointed out that Kyle Snyder and Kyle Dake did all their winning before they joined the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club.
I've always thought that to be true. I mean, in the sense that when they joined was like at the second half, right?
Mm-hmm. But I felt like I don't remember exactly Kyle Snyder. Kyle Dake was pretty overt, like this is gonna get me my Olympic gold. Like I need to be like here for that.
Yeah. I felt he had a plan. It's always super cool when plans execute, or whatever. But
Yeah.
like he had that photographer following him around, and it was like, like for like 8 years, right? I mean, or something,
Right.
and it was like it's like, all right, I'm gonna videography my destiny, and I'm gonna manifest this, and I'm gonna win this gold medal, and then like,
Yeah.
and then it didn't happen, and like I felt like, yeah, well, do we release the movie? Like, or like, what do we do
Right.
here? It's still a good story, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Has there been anybody that transferred in to Penn State, like regional training center, and then jumped levels? Maybe Gilman.
yeah, I say Gilman. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think Gilman's probably the best example.
Yeah.
And then yeah, but a lot of people, I mean, yeah, Dake for sure, because I mean, that was so what, let's take that arc and let's say that Dake doesn't go, and then
Right.
Jason Nolf is the primary focus, and does Nolf, does Nolf catch Dake? Or,
Okay.
I mean, so there was, uh, yeah.
Right, because Dake was at Cornell at the time, and I think Cornell was being a little weird about COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and that was part of it too.
Right. Yeah, I don't
But
know.
it's a curse. Let's just call it a curse.
We'll call it a curse. Well, will the curse be broken this year?
What'd they get?
Well, I mean,
Like an outside person that's like, oh, I'm going to Penn State's going to be the thing I need. Do they have any? It's all their guys, right?
yeah, I think so.
Well, Brooks is on suspension. Jirachi is like not clear what he's doing next year, right? He's kind of laid low ever since all the locker room nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know, right? I mean, the Carter thing's kind of hush hush. Some people say he's still with Nittany Lion, but not in the room. I I have no insight. I mean, you hear some things
But I mean, did
things I
who?
wouldn't repeat without any knowledge about the situation, for sure.
I guess they got Haynes. They're sending Haynes, right?
Mm-hmm.
The world. Who are they sending the world? And Snyder is still
Snyder,
making the team.
Haynes, PJ Duke.
Is he? He's already affiliated with Nittany Lion.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oh, he'd be one.
Yeah, right.
Let's hope. Let's see if he breaks the curse.
Glam shots.
Oh, I just, I stumbled across this page because I was just looking for information.
Uh-huh. Oh, look at
Did you
that.
see the? Did you see the glamour shots of the USA wrestling team?
No. Oh boy.
Yeah, it
This
was.
is this is
I mean, back in the day, it was just like text, and it was covered up
right.
by other text, and you had to like figure out who was on Team USA.
So what I'm thinking is what did they what was the photographer like? He's so pretend like this is your Tinder profile pic.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, okay. Give me more. Show me more depth in those eyes, Spencer.
So
Yeah. Oh,
I do
that's
appreciate the effort to
right.
like make it look like a big deal. But I thought it was a bit much.
And then Real's like, "How you doing?" Mm. At least, yeah. There's Trent's looking like a little fresh off the bong hit there. Like, all right, ready to go.
Yeah.
Snyder definitely looks redeemed. Give me your
Yeah,
best.
I mean
Give me
the
your best redeemed look. There you go.
photographer did a great job.
It's definitely worth talking about. So the girls, I like the girls' shots.
Yep.
Brady's is cool. Yeah, they're not all terrible, but some of them are. Is that Coleman? Is that Ellis? Is that Coleman? Or that's Kamal. That's Kamal there. Colton's on the team?
Oh, Coleman's there.
Yeah, Ellis is competing. And
Come on.
yeah, that's okay. There's Ellis. Yeah. The OPRF still rocking out the
Right.
world
Colton,
championships.
of course, Colton's on the team after he KO'd Mason Paris. That's like golden ticket.
No, that wasn't Paris. That was the other Michigan guy. Kuhn.
Kuhn. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. You're right.
yeah,
Kuhn.
yeah. Well, all right. Yeah, right. Appreciate the effort. Right. It's not a list.
Doesn't make me want to buy any merch. I'll say that.
Right. Ah, good stuff. Oh, All right, man. You got anything else? I'm super excited for Worlds. I'll be in the mood because I got to be at work at 4:30 uh tomorrow and Friday. So Saturday it'll just be like I'm going to work. Go downstairs, pop up some popcorn, and watch some wrestling. Yeah, this is probably the most intriguing it's been in a while for Team USA. I mean,
Yeah.
the level of the bottom and the top of like where the performance could end up is pretty wild.
Right. And no past results.
And everybody who medals goes to Final X. Is that right?
If you medal at a non-Olympic, wait, next year is just another regular World, right?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the Olympics, they have extra rules about.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. All kinds of stuff. Bye to the semis.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I got to read some copy for our future merch.
Yeah. How do you want to do it? Just like you want? Let me hit the Roy Solo option here. Oh, that's me. All right. I don't quite have you centered in this view, but let's do it.
I'll center myself.
Nice.
All right. Welcome to Deep State University Wrestling Wear, where each stitch is classified and every takedown is top secret. These aren't just shorts, they're classified compression shorts. This isn't just a hoodie, it's the redacted hoodie. And the bold, wear a shadow singlet. So whether you're wrestling opponents or wrestling reality itself, suit up, step in, because at Deep State U, victory isn't just won, it's covered up.
Nice. Good. So are you rocking that right now?
I actually do have a Deep State University sweatshirt I'm not rocking right now.
Okay, well,
I'll wear it.
Next time.
It's green.
Oh,
green,
yeah,
so.
that's no good. That's just your head moving around, right?
Right.
Green screen has some issues.
Although that might fit the vibe.
Complete stealth mode. All right, good job. I think we might still need a little practice, but like
yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's right. All right, well, I don't really have anything else. I got to get to sleep.
Alrighty.
Thank you everyone for watching. Like, subscribe. Don't be so shy. Jump in that chat. Have some fun. We're gonna try and synchronize it. How about we do? I'll read QuadR out, and then you read Toe the Line and Everything You Do, with conviction and a finger point. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. QuadR out.
Toe the line in everything you do.
Nice.